Baldwin City, Kansas, named after John Baldwin, who was a wealthy contributor to the town of Palmyra, Baldwin City's former name. The town was a popular stopping point on the Santa Fe Trail, but it was also surrounded by darker events in American history. The Battle of Blackjack took place 3 miles east of Baldwin City. During June of 1856, this battle was the first armed conflict between anti-slavery and pro-slavery supporters, 5 years before the American Civil War. Just north of Baldwin City, in the town of Lawrence, Kansas, William Quantrell and his raiders killed over 160 people in 1863 because of the town's support for the abolishment of slavery. But one of the historic jewels of Baldwin City is its university, founded in 1858. Baker University was named after Osmond Baker, who was a Methodist Episcopal bishop. The school's first president, Reverend Werter R. Davis, an officer in the Civil War, raised donations which helped establish Baker University as the oldest school institution in the state of Kansas. Since then, Baker University has been a distinguished school many students seek to attend year after year. But as the school aged, tales of unexplainable occurrences and ghostly apparitions began to arise around campus. When these tales reached Jim and Tammy Beth of Earthbound Voices Paranormal, they were eager to get to the bottom of the stories of ghosts roaming the school's grounds. And when they were invited out to conduct a paranormal investigation, we were very grateful to have been asked by Jim and Tammy to join them on their search for possible paranormal activity at Baker University. But we would not be going alone. Students and staff were invited to join us as well. After giving the guests an introduction and an important breakdown of what to expect, we were ready to begin the investigation. Jim and Tammy of E.V.P. would be taking half of the guests to Old Castle, while Alec and I guided the other half to the art room in the Parmenter Building. However, what happened next was something no one expected within the first minutes of the paranormal investigation.
I don't know. I mean, what do you... Everybody, it's okay to come. It's okay to come. How does everyone feel?
An easel just fell by itself. No one was around it.
How does everyone feel?
There's no way that could have happened. We weren't even moving.
Like, yeah, because I heard like something start to like shake, and then all of a sudden it fell.
That's insane.
And I thought it was that.
And it fell so perfectly. I mean, you got glass on that table. No hits on the K2. Now, I gotta admit, when I walked over here, I mean, maybe I was a little scared, I gotta admit. It's actually pretty freaky, but it got, I feel the arms on, the hair on my arm stand up. Yeah, it's like you got that static energy right around this area.
Just as we began our investigation, one of the easels in the art room had fallen over by itself. The sudden crash had startled everyone, but we took this moment to quickly begin examining the area around the easel to see why it may have fallen.
Well, we brought a group up to the art room here at Parmenter, and we're doing a tour. My name is Alec. I have my brother Adam. Hello. Who's lurking in the darkness. We are here to tour Baker University and its historic properties. Upon arriving to this room on the 3rd floor, a big easel fell. Luckily, it did not knock any of the art projects over, which is good, but we do want to know why it fell.
At this time, Alec and I bring out the SP7 spirit box and the Ovilus 5 to see if we can get any answers to correlate with the questions that we ask.
Is there anyone in the back of the classroom? Didn't hear that, did you? So one syllable, so.
Okay.
You okay? Okay.
and cold.
Every, and then blaze.
There was a fire here?
Yes. There was a fire.
Is there a fire in this building?
There was in this one.
Why did you say blaze? Do you want us to be more quiet and take our classroom elsewhere? Or are you wanting us to pay special attention to this piece? So here's the piece of question. We have this yank iron. Are you saying you hold a piece of iron? I don't know if this big key over here is made of iron. Alright, I think we need to do Jamie's idea of debunking now. Hey,
Yo.
are you still rolling thermal?
Yes.
Can you roll the thermal over here after we put it up
Yes.
and see if we can capture any type of heat signature once it's standing again?
Sure thing.
Alright, for this, since danger is involved, and our number one rule is what?
Safety first.
Nice.
Lights on.
Just a little bit.
It's okay, but I promise.
Who wants to volunteer to stand behind this thing?
No.
Kidding. Oh wow, this is heavy duty. And honestly, the way it fell, I mean, it's hitting this beam.
Yeah,
It probably rolled out a little bit.
Yeah, because I heard it move like a little bit before and then to crash. So.
Okay. So it's on wheels. Wow.
Oh, it just said disturb.
Sorry.
Are we disturbing you?
Come over there.
Would you hear? That's
I
No,
feel
it came behind me.
yeah, I'm feeling like kind of like the cold.
I'm
Just
sorry.
the echo in the room.
Probably, but
I'm sure the artist wants this standing for the tour. So we're going to put it back the way it was. It is a little wobbly. Honestly, I mean, I'm doing that.
That one wheel's not even on the floor.
This one, okay.
The front one. The front two don't even plug in before.
So
Well, the
it's,
one on the left does, but the right is.
it's three-wheeling a little bit.
So when we're walking around, that would come
Yeah. Let's
to.
see.
You weren't over there, no.
Go ahead.
We were all there.
It's not like we're jumping up and down.
No. You guys were all sitting.
This thing was standing all day.
yeah.
I don't know what they do on Saturday here in this classroom. I doubt anything. So,
It's not like it's down.
I mean, this is what I'm needing to do to.
Yeah. Because that's the sound I heard like before. Like,
Really? Okay. So you were hearing that?
yeah, and I thought it was like me moving in the chair, and then all of a sudden that came crashing down.
Interesting.
Yeah, we were sitting over here.
Yeah, like we were all sitting right over here. So I just
We need to figure out how you knock this over and set it perfectly.
Without hitting all of that stuff.
yeah, because it didn't touch anything else.
For it to do that, it would have had to be up here. Wow, it's hitting this beam.
The only other thing that this could be is because it's on wheels that it's like gradually moving constantly, and then like that's just when it fell over. But,
Good
like,
analysis. Well, I think we have enough debunking around this area. Maybe if we ignore it again, it's good lightning strikes twice.
After examining and wondering why the easel fell over, we went back to investigating the art room in the Parmenter building.
You can talk to us. We're doing a class about ghosts.
Okay.
Might have just heard prepare.
Okay.
is the same voice over and over again on this radio. You'll know because the static kind of goes away whenever it says the word it wants to get across.
I keep feeling like something's like watching us
Yeah,
from over in that corner.
It's okay to show yourself.
Because like when I was over there with this, like it was like more prominently red, like over there.
True, yeah, it totally was. We already know that you knocked out that painting. And I bet that you're strong enough to where you can make a knocking noise like this. And I bet that you're strong enough to where you can make a knocking noise like this.
Was this room special to you?
Is that what it smells like? It's some kind of
Really
chemical.
strong? Yeah.
Do you smell
I
it?
smell it over here.
But I haven't been smelling it before.
Right in there.
Yeah, stop walking. God, I just heard someone walking a whole lot faster than you just were. Is anybody else walking?
I mean, I was moving over here.
Yeah, I got you registered. But it sounded like Alec was over there going,
Yeah.
No, I don't walk that fast.
Yeah. Is that what it smells like? It's some kind of
Really
chemical.
strong? Yeah.
Do you smell
I
it?
smell it over here.
But I haven't been smelling it before.
Right in there.
yeah, stop walking.
So we hope we capture something. 'Cause we're big on video evidence. My camera, where was your camera facing when that fell?
I wasn't running. But
Oh, it just said energy.
Energy.
you need energy.
Mine was facing
Yours,
this way.
yours was rolling.
Yeah. So we've got our reactions on camera.
But the big question is, did we capture the easel falling over by itself? After reviewing Alec's camera footage from the beginning of the investigation, this is what was captured.
Jim Tammy, you let us know when you get to the old castle.
You got it.
Negative.
We are here.
So avoid looking at the lights as much as possible.
See, light over here.
Where's the light?
In the coffee pot.
I see that hand on the wall. Hell was that?
It was the easel that like started moving it.
Okay, well,
In the coffee pot.
I see that hand on the wall.
In the coffee pot.
I see that hand on the wall.
In the coffee pot.
I see that hand on the wall.
After trying to recreate the easel's fall, we could not determine the reason for its falling over by itself. And after reviewing the footage, we noticed a strange pause in the easel as it was falling over. This pause slowed the momentum of the easel, yet somehow it still managed to tip over. Could this be proof to support claims of things moving by themselves in the art room of the Parmenter Building?
That's it. The best ghost stories happen when you're not looking for them.
You said that before we started.
Because like all of the stories like I've heard about people, like they say like things always move and they're like always like on the opposite side of the room.
Correct.
So maybe it's like a shy ghost. It doesn't like doing
I think you're exactly right.
We kept like feeling it in the corners.
But man, you feel watched up here. You really do.
Yeah, only from that direction.
I know, it's like literally that way.
Like that? Right there.
Wait, what did it say?
Fade. Temperature. Is it, are you comfortable? Fade temperature.
Oh, is it getting too long?
All right, I think we shall head down.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Nice work, everyone.
Bye.
We concluded our session on the 3rd floor of the Parmenta building and moved on to our next location in the old castle. All right, rolling. It is 8:49. 2nd floor, Old Castle Artifact Museum. Oh.
Scan the fire alarm. Fire alarms usually give off a lot.
There's a fuse box in the bathroom too. I don't know if
A fuse box in the back. Okay, fire alarm's good then. This is wired very well. Let's see. Susan's sweeping the room, Adam.
Okay, good.
So it's good. All right. This place has a lot of awesome, impressive historical artifacts. Now, there's always lore attached to some of these artifacts. Haunted objects is sometimes the assumption when you come into a museum. So if you were to kind of go around and look at the artifacts, and who would like to do that? Who would like to feel Jamie? All right, go around and find an artifact that you are drawn to, and maybe that either causes some nervous feelings.
Yeah.
The bullets.
Yeah.
Jamie is drawn towards the bullets.
I don't know, like, cause like when I pick up like the 3 times I worked here, like it's just like always like over to this area,
Okay.
I guess, and I don't know if that's just like predeposition or.
Well, those were recovered from Battle of Blackjack sites.
Mhm.
So, and they are, I mean, I didn't see them fired out of the guns, but they are the right time period for being from the battle. So,
Interesting.
and it's really kind of hard. Like, it's fun to look at them too, because you know how misshapen they are. It's like, I wonder what this bounced off of. Was it a tree? Was it somebody's shin bone? Like,
Interesting.
Like, I've told like everyone else, but like the last weekend I worked here, I heard like footsteps upstairs and like no one was up there.
oh, really?
And like I heard voices too, and I even like walked outside the building to like see if anyone was around, but they weren't. Like it was before the election, people came too, so like no one was around.
Oh, weird.
Crazy.
Occasionally, like I might hear a bump, but usually it's just the wind.
Yeah.
So, oh, and also the friendly neighborhood cat that likes to come in.
Oh, kitty.
I just saw it.
Susan's getting hits.
Sherry and I are.
Yeah.
Sherry? All right.
We both saw it.
What'd you see? It hit the red?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna just keep the camera over here on Jamie's fascinating artifact. So we're listening for multiple syllable words. Sarah,
Yes.
would you be comfortable asking questions?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. Are you President Dennis? Were you a professor here?
What is that?
By myself.
Syllable word?
Fine.
What word did you hear out?
Our president in a deep voice. Sit. Yes.
What do you say? Yes.
Shortly after, is either yes or desk.
Yes or
Right
yeah.
after you said desk.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay, that's really interesting.
What did it
because
say?
So this is the right time period. I've never had any confirmation. We believe that this desk belonged to a president of the university,
Okay.
but we didn't know which one. So I thought I would just ask.
Great question.
This is one of my favorite museum pieces. I'm glad to know that it belongs to you. Did you use this desk to write anything? Did you write?
President Dennis, there's a few red lights that you'll find on the floor around the desk. The red light behind on the back side of the desk. Would you please go up to that? It's okay for you to touch it. Did you girls hear something over there?
Yeah.
That we heard something back here.
So did I.
I heard a beat.
Yeah.
What was it?
It's
It
like
wasn't
a-
this thing because this thing didn't go off, so I
It
don't
was
know.
just like a tiny thing or something.
Yeah.
There's somebody watching us from the corner. The heat just kicked on. It's okay. We're just here to visit.
Oh, it just said joke and people.
Do you like to go pranks on people?
I do joke around, yes.
Are you a jokester?
Thomas Mudge, is that you? I hear you're a jokester.
Well, let's make the trek upstairs. And
Shall I get the lights?
Yeah, you guys
Yes,
are
please.
Okay.
Safety first.
All right. Just FYI, I've been in here by myself a bunch of times. So
Okay.
if this place is haunted, you know, the ghosts aren't me.
Radio.
That's right.
Come on over to the portal.
Alright, let's
Your portal.
Is this where the action?
So does he start walking on his own? Good.
Oh, God.
This is like the spot, like
Together.
I don't know.
Who was that? Somebody just
But
whisper?
it's like that's a 0.9.
0.9, okay.
So,
This is like the spot. This is like the spot. This is like the spot, like
Together.
I don't know.
Who was that? Somebody just
But it's
whisper?
like that's a 0.9.
0.9, okay.
so,
It's all right. We've gathered here on the second floor. And Sarah, which floor would you say is probably the most charged and active?
Well, I guess maybe this one. It's hard for me to say. Like, to be completely honest, I've never really noticed anything, but I know that people have said like that they've seen something at the window here on the second floor, I think.
Okay. So we've gathered around this. This is the REM pod, basically, and this is going. We're really hoping to get it to go off here. Have you joined the circle with us? If so, give us a sign.
Yeah, there's your sign.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Did we talk to you downstairs? Make the thing go off if we did. Oh shoot, okay,
are
hello.
you President Dennis?
Are you an educator? Did you live here?
Okay, stay in the circle. We're just asking questions. We want you to participate. We're here to find out more about you. We appreciate you, and we know that you take care of this old building.
Do you not like all the people up here?
I'm sorry.
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 Are you afraid of us?
That's right. Are you scared of all the people?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I just got this really overwhelming urge to cry.
Me too. Are you sad?
Are you, is that Lexi? Are you scared? Are you sad?
I just feel like really sad.
Sad? Okay.
Did you lose somebody really important to you here? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's the question.
That's probably the best response we've ever received on this advice. I'm very sorry to hear.
And like when it was like going off before, it like dropped down to like 68.9.
Are you okay, Lexi?
How about an E.V.P. session?
E.V.P. Let's do it.
What's up?
He's just gonna get we're gonna listen a little deeper. It's okay to keep talking to us.
Are you affecting Lexi?
Oh, God.
Go ahead. Are you a part of a fraternity?
Was there a fire in your house? So there was a fire in your house? Is that a yes? Was it the Kappa Sigma house? Did someone you know die in the fire? I'm sorry.
Can you tell us if it was the Kappa Sigma fire that we're talking about? Thank you. Is there more than one person here?
That makes sense.
Everybody doing okay?
Okay, and I don't need
Lexi, you good?
your people.
All right. Wow, that guys was, I have to say, pretty amazing. The REM pod, this device here is usually pretty quiet. I don't know if it's the circle setting that we're in, or just, you know, this part of the building, but or just the emotions that went along with it. But that is probably the most active I've ever seen.
After a rather interesting session, it was time to take a break and head back to base to go over all the evidence that was captured within the walls of the old castle. Our next stop for the evening would be the Pulliam Building, where occurrences such as doors opening by themselves have been reported. Because of the many rooms of the building, we decided to stay in the very center of it, hoping to draw any of the spirits to us. Here are some of the highlights of what was captured during our session.
Alrighty, Lexi and Jamie, tell us what you know about this building.
I know that it was a dormitory at one point, I'm pretty sure.
It was also a church.
It was also a church.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I can't find it inside.
It's a quite alright.
Church.
You know, it was chiming quite a bit at Oldcastle anytime I mentioned church or Methodist or Bishop.
Oh. Bishop.
Oh! It's like, I know.
Or is it
Bishop.
the vibration?
No.
No.
Not sure.
Church.
Yeah.
I can confirm that it was a church. It was built in the 1860s. Originally it was a church, and then it kind of got requisitioned for other things, but yes.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you coming to join us. We've got a bigger group, and we're touring the building here, wanting to know more about its history and who still belongs here. So we're going to be asking questions about you.
Do you know Dr. Watson?
Oh, that is flashing.
Oh, that's
That wasn't from me though. It was flashing red.
Oh, and it
before.
just like,
Do you ever hang out on the 3rd floor?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
going on?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. You're okay, child.
Hang with us. We're going to use a device to try and communicate with you. We may be able to hear your voice through it.
oh, you just
Have you been hanging out with us most of the night? We did not receive too many clear answers through the spirit box that night, except for this next series of answers that we got with a certain request.
Can you come over here and stand right where I'm pointing?
Stand right here and see if you can make this device point at you with lights. Just as the last faint voice said, "I did," in a man's voice, listen to the next question one of the girls had asked.
Being very quiet.
Are you a male?
That was on
That was.
To hear a male's voice say, "I did," from the spirit box, followed by the REM pod going off after the question asking if it was a male, leads us to wonder if there was an unseen spirit among us, responding directly to our questions. All right. We're going to be finishing up for the night. May not have another chance for you to come talk to us or for you to talk to anyone like this. This is a good opportunity for you to use these devices that we have to get your message across. If you're here with us and you need to say something or tell us a story, now's the time. If not, if you just want to hang out, then fine. You're going to be here maybe a long time. We don't know. We finished up in the center of the building and joined back up with Jim and Tammy and their group. Together, we made our way to the next floor for one more attempt at encountering any ghostly activity in Pulliam Hall.
There we go. So yeah, now it's your turn. want to see what you can do. We know you can light up at least one of those items. They're not going to hurt you. You can use these to answer questions. So answer this. If you know where the old castle building is, light up one of those devices. Where are we striking out? Yeah, super quiet this one.
It's not a bad deal. If it does do it, head out of this building, head on back to our base.
There you go. Got it lit.
Did it really light up?
Yeah.
360's lit up in red.
Can you change it to a different color, please?
Hey, you know what's really weird? Last time I asked the next time to light it up, it would light up in red.
Because you asked it to light up in red,
I
didn't you?
asked it to light up in red.
Kind of a delayed reaction.
Oh yeah, but
Also, it keeps
well,
moving.
I said next time it light up then.
Keep going. Can you keep going? Stops.
Wow.
Should we stay true?
Light up if you want us to leave.
After reviewing this footage, long after the investigation, we were chilled to the bone when we heard something come through the camera's audio. None of us had heard it at the time because we were listening to one of the girls speaking. Listen to the enhanced audio of what was captured.
Light up if you want us to leave. Light up if you want us to leave. Light up if you want us to leave.
This raspy and whispery voice speaks two words that make us wonder, what trouble is this spirit in to have it ask?
Light up if you want us to leave. Light up if you want us to leave. Light up if you want us to leave. Light up the...
When it lit up, I felt really sad again, like in the museum.
Hmm.
I kind of felt nervous.
Same.
Did you feel the energy in the room change at all? Or just your emotion?
Maybe just the energy, because like right now my body's all like on sides and like yeah, it feels really tense and like my eyes are watering as I'm speaking.
Okay.
It just like got all cold like right around my body.
You can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Always red.
Can you change it to green? Maybe it wasn't too, but like my eyes are keep watering out.
Oh god.
That's green.
Super bright.
Yeah, that green has been really bright on this side for some reason.
After exploring the buildings we were allowed to investigate for the evening, we had time for one more session. The remaining guests decided to go back to one of the most active rooms of the night, the art room in the Parmenter building.
Yeah, that was, man, we had the camera rolling, but it was facing this way. We were kind of setting up. Hopefully we captured something.
She's not in. She shouldn't be.
It's lighting up on the other side.
Oh! Light on two different ways. I've never seen
Lighting up
that.
two different sides.
I've never seen you do that before.
Now just lit up two more. Oh,
Can
it's
you light it
green.
two more? Very good, thank you.
But it's still lit up on red on the other side.
Yeah, I know.
You have to light backwards. And the millimeter's going up to 0.1 when it's staying that way.
Can you go back to green, please? There you go, that was green. Whoa!
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go back to green.
two sides.
Yeah. I was right.
I think that's maybe the second time.
I'm on.
It just did science. Yeah, that's what I said.
As midnight came, this would be the last strange occurrence received this evening, and our investigation had come to a close. But as the investigation ends, the audio and footage review begins. After examining the thermal cam video, we notice something worth noting near where the easel fell over. There are 3 support beams in view of the camera, and one of them appears different than the others. This different support beam happens to be the one closest to the easel that fell, and it happened to be colder than all the rest. Earlier in the evening, a guest had read something that the Obelisk 5 had said. Here are those 2 words that happened to pop up when she was standing near the easel that fell over.
Like that? Right there.
Wait, what did it say?
Fade. Temperature. Is it?
Spirits are said to use heat as a form of energy in order to speak to us or even appear to us, but it is also believed that they can use this energy to move things.
I see that hand on the wall.
The school's rich history, commitment to education, and charitable contributions to the well-being of others will always be a prominent beacon drawing in students for years to come. At the same time, could it be these same qualities that attract spirits from the past, wishing to relive their time on the grounds of the institution? At the end of the night, we left with more insight to the paranormal world than what we came with. We gained a sense that there was more than just students and faculty spending time on the campus. But more importantly, we were grateful for the opportunity presented to us from Jim and Tammy and from the university to explore their history and search the school for an existence beyond our own. The evidence captured this evening by ourselves, by Earthbound Voices Paranormal, and by the guests attending definitely added support to the claims of ghostly activity occurring at Baker University.